Chandler's last name on Friends?
God, twice in a row.
Mr. Crosby, who sang and acted.
And beat the shit out of his kids.
Oh, Bing, right. That's Microsoft. Bing Wisher. Okay, thank you.
Oh,
No,
we're on. Oh,
not that.
sorry, we're on.
Yeah, we're on.
Not
Yeah,
higher Trek
we're on.
Bing Wisher. Okay.
Yeah, hire a Trek thing Wisher. Bing Wisher. Okay, so I'm embarrassed now. You see my blushing cheeks?
Aw.
Aw. It's terrible.
Oh, are we supposed to go off?
Oh yeah. Well, you know what? I didn't queue up the. Don't leave me alone. I didn't
We're
queue
still
up the
here.
house party. There. Now I'll share the screen. Hello, everybody. I'm a little slow tonight, as though that's not. And I'm going to stop your sound share for the moment, Mark. You know the drill. Of course you do. Yes, indeed.
I do.
So now by gum, there comes Cat Coppet with a cup of tea.
Sorry to keep everybody waiting.
No
I'm married to
problem.
her and she's married to me.
What a coincidence.
How about that, huh?
It works out better that way.
Almost sounds like a warm-up like exercise. There it comes, Cat Coppet with a cup of tea.
Yeah, it's like, hey, what's his name? What are you doing?
Fred Schneider.
Fred Schneider, yeah. Here comes Cat Coppet with a cup of tea. She's buzzing a little tune like a happy little bee.
You could have turned off my camera, you know. Do you not want to?
I was busy trying to share the screen with the Mopco house party slide.
So I didn't keep you waiting too long.
You didn't keep us waiting at all.
Oh, good.
This is the best of all possible worlds.
I'm so happy to hear that because we want to invite our guests and give them a positive experience.
Yes, that's right. But as you well know, Catherine, the optimist says that this is the best of all possible worlds. And
So does the
does the
pessimist.
pessimist. That's right.
Voltaire had a way of making you
Summing
even
it
more
up.
depressed than you are. Didn't he?
Yeah, you got something there, don't you? Our resident philosopher, what do you think of Voltaire?
I don't really work on Voltaire, so I don't know if I have.
You don't have an opinion?
I don't really have a lot of opinions about Voltaire.
Oh, come on. Pretend you have strong opinions
Oh.
about.
I'm too busy tending my own farm to have an opinion about Voltaire.
I will say, Michael, that when you said resident philosopher, I thought you were talking about Mark.
I did too, that's why I was a little taken back.
Hey, Chrisana is paid to philosophize.
Don't make me do it in my free time.
Yeah. Actually, I think we're all philosophers, aren't we?
Yeah, I was kind of thinking that.
Sure.
Well,
Armchair philosophers.
there is that article that I read recently that said some people don't have voices in their heads.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is interesting.
I
So
still
weird.
can't comprehend how that's possible.
It
Are
was
there
very
people-
disconcerting to me.
Are there people who don't get songs stuck in their heads?
That's a great question.
A song stuck in my wrist recently, but then and one like on my left shoulder. I don't know.
Is that why I saw you? You were walking down the street and your wrist was like walking a slightly different direction. You had to keep adjusting.
It was difficult. It was two different genres of songs too. It was very.
Why is that
Who's
happening?
walking down the streets of the city?
Smiling at everybody she meets, sees.
Everyone knows it's Wendy.
He has stormy eyes that flash at the sound of lies.
And Windy has wings to fly, isn't that?
Above the sky.
Above the sky.
I have a question about this song.
sky.
Now
What?
YouTube's gonna delete this video.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
no,
What's
because you know what? he didn't sing it well enough to trigger.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the key, is do it badly.
What's
Yeah.
the question?
The question is, this is a song about a woman named Wendy. correct?
Windy.
Windy.
Windy. It's windy.
Is it really?
Yes,
It's
windy.
Yeah. Windy.
It really is, huh?
Yeah.
I always thought it was actually Wendy, but they were sort of pronouncing it as windy, and there's like kind of a weather aspect to the whole song because she's got the stormy eyes and
No,
It's
that was just.
actually windy.
Windy. Are you
Wow.
serious? It's not windy? No
It's-
way.
It's
Windy.
actually windy.
It's windy.
Everyone knows it's windy.
I was in fourth grade when that song came out, and I had a crush on Wendy Graham, and I thought it was like kismet. I thought it was meant to be.
yeah, but
How-
her name was Wendy, so
And millions of people heard the song and had nothing to do with anything, but fourth grade mind.
It was Kidsmet.
The girl's
That's
name.
right.
See what you did there, Mark?
I see.
That was a play on words.
so it could be that like they're just saying like, yeah, everyone knows it's windy out.
Yeah.
Right.
I was gonna say, is Wendy supposed to? Is it supposed to be a girl's name?
Yeah,
Yes.
in the song.
Is it actually a girl's name? I've never heard Wendy.
Well, it is now.
This just blew my mind. All my life, I thought it was Wendy.
So you know what's really amazing about this is we've just disproved the thesis of the song because everyone did not know it.
Yeah, that's right.
Very true.
That's right. That's right.
It didn't take very much to just knock that over completely. I'm going to check in. I haven't been looking at the YouTube. There's the YouTube. Hey, 27,453 people from
Wow.
4 continents are watching at this moment. Welcome, everyone. If indeed you are on the YouTube because you are waiting for the Mop and Bucket Company house party, well, by gum, you're in the right place, and we are delighted to be sharing. Hey, it's 37,868. Welcome to the rest of you. You have it, Roger Missoula. He's already started in with excellent suggestions, and others of the 38,000 can join Roger. That would be wonderful. Suggest whatever you want. We will ignore most of them, but some of them we will honor. And with great gusto. We do our best. This is a house party performance. And by the way, while you're a captive audience, of course, you can click away at any moment, so I should be careful. Tomorrow night, you might notice that I'm sitting in a slightly different place. Or maybe you
Camera
don't.
isn't on. How would they notice that?
Because
How
well,
would that be noticed?
it would be noticed.
Save
It
the
would be
plug for-
noticed.
Save the plug for when there's a full audience.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to do it 8 times. What are you talking about? Everybody's a critic. It's just, I mean, my gosh, now all my confidence has been destroyed. I can't do it anymore.
You can promote, Michael. You can promote.
No, I'm not going to promote.
You can
Michael,
do it.
were you thinking of a bird made by the Corning Glass Company?
I was thinking it's 1 minute to showtime, everyone. 1 minute.
And do not be fooled by the YouTube title that says this is 2 by 2 by 2 by 2. Believe
It is
the
not.
slide that says Mopco House Party.
Excited.
I like the implication of just the notion that if we tell people like just that you're in the right place, that there might be like as a courtesy, other YouTube videos might say if you're looking for the Mopco House Party, you're not in the right place. This is Charlie the Unicorn. You want to go like 2
Yeah.
videos over to.
I
Yeah.
think it looks like it'll be that much more festive a party when party looks like that.
Mm-hmm. A party.
I just love the idea that, well, you know what? I'm not going to complete that thought. Mark Merritt, give us a little bit of introductory musical frisson, would you please? Because, folks, it is 8 p.m. and we all know what that means. Don't we? Yes, it's 8 o'clock on a Friday night. I'm Michael Burns. That must mean that you are yourself, and I am mighty grateful about that. And with me, of course, is my partner in crime, spouse and best friend, Catherine Ruth Coppett. There she is. How are you, Kat?
Great, Michael, how are you?
Good. It's a great night for a party because rumor has it that it's Sam's birthday.
Surprise party.
Did you get the canapes? The
Yep.
canapes.
I did.
Good.
I got the canapes.
Did you spring for the spray cheese in the can?
Of course.
They're not really
Not be a Sam
canapes.
Gorenstein birthday without spray cheese in a can.
That's right. And I'm sure Peter will bring the bagel dogs.
Bagel dogs.
Yeah.
Of course, the spray cheese and the bagel dogs mean it
Well,
is a
you don't mix them.
non-kosher
You know,
event.
they're two different
Oh, you
tables.
Ho, 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 ho. Kat, you and I both know that once that spray cheese hits that bagel crust and it gets just a little.
Well, they're
It is worth breaking the Lord's
the
commandments.
kosher laws.
yes.
As if spray cheese contained a scrap of actual dairy.
That's
Cheese.
true. It is probably a non-dairy food if we look at
Probably
it closely.
fine.
Guessing it's just orange dye, oil, and cancer-causing initials.
And as if the wiener dogs contained any actual meat.
Actually, the Hebrew National,
Hebrew National.
Ah,
bagel
there you
dogs
go.
are pure beef.
There you go.
Well, okay, pure beef. That does not, however, discount the idea that they may be awful, right? They're not
Oh,
OFFAL, not AWFU.
I believe they are kosher all beef hot dogs because Hebrew National answers
to a
to
higher
a higher
authority.
authority.
yes.
Boy, that just brought me back to,
Mm-hmm. And I served them in my home.
hey, look who's here.
Hey, Chrisana.
Hi. I heard you were talking about all beef hot dogs.
Yeah.
Yep.
So is it still all beef if it's like beef filler?
Were you the person that was in our Maestro show last week and didn't know the word for the meat of a cow?
No.
No.
was it?
That was a guest.
Oh, you weren't even in that
was
show.
Out of towner.
I thought
Yeah,
it was wonderful to have someone say, I don't know that there's a word for the meat of a cow.
Hey, Maria, what's the
Hey.
name? What is the word for the meat of a cow, Maria?
The flanks.
Hmm.
I think it's hello, cow.
Greetings.
Meeting the
Good night,
cow.
we
Meet the
meet.
cow.
Greetings, bovine.
The meeting of the cow.
Wow.
Darling,
Are we meeting farm animals? Is that
Hey!
fun? Are we doing that? I always wanted to.
Ma'am,
Oh,
darling, meet
thank you.
Surprise! Surprise!
Ah,
We should
Thank
do
you.
it.
Happy birthday to you.
to you. Happy birthday
to
to
you.
you. Happy
Happy
birthday, dear
Sam.
Happy
Birthday to you.
Thank you all very much.
That's group singing on Zoom, folks.
We did it especially bad just so that we didn't have copyright issues.
Oh, it sounded
Yeah,
fantastic. And that song is public domain now. Don't let anyone ever tell
That's
anyone
right.
otherwise. It's
That was-
public domain.
That was a victory for the people. That was a victory for the people, no question about it.
I want to tell you guys a story just to loop back to the beef question.
Yeah.
When I was in high school, I was going out to visit colleges, and I went to visit Carleton College in Minnesota. And my host there told me that she grew up on a beef farm. And I said,
farm?
what does that mean? Because I thought she was saying bee, like as opposed to like an A
Bee
farm, a
farm.
bee farm. There's a
Oh.
beef.
The F's were butting up.
And she
against-
looked at me like I was so dumb. I didn't end up going there.
That was, I think,
Congratulations.
an incredibly understandable confusion given the way
Beef
the words are, given the phonemes that are in those words.
Yeah.
That's what I said. I
Why-
said, look at these phonemes.
Why didn't you think of B like bzzz? Why?
I wasn't there in my
That's right.
intellectual development.
That's my
Hey,
critique.
I hate to interrupt, but I need a little help from some of we're up to 60,000 people.
No, not.
When I look at my screen, maybe refreshing. There we are. Okay. Looked at my YouTube screen and all I saw was our opening slide. It was a little disconcerting, but when I refreshed, everything was fine. Sorry to interrupt the flow.
You're sorry. You know who's sorry?
Who's sorry?
Sam is sorry.
Sam is sorry.
I am.
Aw.
Already?
I
I don't
suppose.
know. Maybe later.
No, it's okay.
I'm sorry both now and later.
Well, okay.
Well-
Whatever works best.
Peter, we have to determine something before we really get into that.
Yeah.
Well, we need to get, I'm going to ask Kat Coppett, could you do a little bit of type style YouTube chat communication with our audience about
I
the
could.
topic at hand? We're being very mysterious because we're up to something.
Oh, you mean for what we're talking about right now? That's what you would like? to do?
Yeah.
I don't think we have to be all that mysterious, right? We just have to
No.
not talk about the answers. So
We're
one
going to
of the
play a
things you
game.
may not know, if you don't know Sam Gorenstein as well as we know Sam Gorenstein,
Hello.
is that
You knew Sam Gorenstein like I knew Sam Gorenstein.
apologize.
I'm sorry for that situation just now. I missed like a cue. Okay.
So we need a very long involved thing that Sam is apologizing for that he will then have to guess.
Maybe you could give an example, Kat, so that people really get the idea of like how involved we need it to be.
All right, well, I figured I could build it the way we build gibberish story, but an example might be we're going to want different pieces of it. So we need something that he's apologizing for, something that he did that was, not something actually terrible that you would get arrested for that would really end a friendship, but something that, maybe a small or quirky or strange thing that he would be apologizing for. Maybe a not serious thing that he would be apologizing for. Quirky, as we say in the improv world. And then I'm going to ask you for a famous person that he was with when he did this thing. And then I'm going to ask you for where they were in the world when this thing happened that he did. So sort of like our erstwhile interrogation scenes, for those of you who know that, only this will be an apology scene. What was he apologizing for? Who was he with when he did it? And where were they?
I'm very excited to find out.
I just realized maybe it should be who is the famous person he is apologizing to, and then we could play that famous person.
Ooh.
That's even better, isn't it?
Yes.
Well, let's see how it shakes out.
Let's see.
Could
All
be-
right, so what we actually need is for Sam to go away and
Oh.
not be able to hear.
Um,
Can you turn down the volume on your,
yep, I'm gonna do that right now.
oh, we can't hear you. Can you hear us?
He took his headphones off.
Okay,
He
good.
said he can't hear us.
Um,
And he would with that
He
hair.
doesn't hear anything.
He
That's
just said he
honest.
can't hear us.
He has very honest hair, so I believe.
Okay.
Yes. Mhm.
we haven't gotten anything yet, so we're going to give Roger and Kathy and the rest of our audience a minute or so more to give us something Sam is apologizing for, a famous person he's apologizing to. Oh, good. These are good. They're coming in. And then where were they when they were? Okay.
Yeah.
So this is, oh, okay. Do we want it to be hard?
Yes.
So Sam stole a moon rock from the Library of Congress.
Oh, God.
He was with Jane Fonda,
Hmm.
and they were in, I need some locations. I can maybe parse the location here. They were in an elevator. Okay.
And
At
do we have the
Library of
person
Congress.
he was
Oh,
with?
the Library of Congress. How about that?
Yeah,
You're right.
Library of
I don't
Congress.
need that. So he stole a moon rock with Jane Fonda from the Library of Congress. That's good. That's all we need.
And he was with Jane Fonda, or he's apologizing to Jane Fonda?
You tell me. We're making it up.
I think we should do with.
With Jane Fonda.
With Jane
Library.
Fonda.
Yes.
As long as he doesn't.
Because then he's apologizing to the librarian or whoever. Okay.
Okay.
Who is going to interrogate Sam or be the person who needs the apology?
Kat, why don't you and I do it?
All right,
Yes.
here we go.
Yes. I'm gonna.
And should we provide some cues when he starts to get close?
Yes.
Like the audience. often does?
Sure.
You know, put down the book because it only reminds us of the crime.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh,
What was it?
no, I had some reading material. I didn't mean to bother anyone with my selection of reading material. I felt it was.
That's not what bothers us. I'm surprised you were willing to show your face here again, though.
Oh, geez. Is this because I ruined our production of Phantom of the Opera? Because I really
No.
didn't.
No,
That's not why.
we're perfectly okay with that. That was just we'd had enough of Michael Crawford, but no, it's something else that you failed to check out.
Oh, dear. It's an overdue library book issue, isn't it? It's because I
No.
didn't know.
Oh,
You know, these things don't just grow on trees
no,
or come out of the ground.
nope.
Paper doesn't come out of the ground.
No,
Paper comes out of
it
the
doesn't
ground.
come out of the ground. It doesn't come from the, I mean,
Well, this technically is the ground, but it's
not here. It's not.
here. You know, I mean, it's how'd you do it? Take one small step?
I ruined the moon landing, didn't I?
Well, no, you didn't, because if you'd been there, then maybe you wouldn't have had to take this one.
You didn't ruin it because we made you put it back.
I took a moon rock.
Oh.
Yes.
I thought it was just like a regular rock. I didn't.
No.
I love collecting rocks.
It was in a
Oh,
display.
keep your voice down.
Sorry.
You think we just catalog all these things here just because?
I thought it was just a really well labeled, like, free for all.
No. Think again.
I'm sorry that I stole.
Established by Thomas Jefferson to be a free for all.
I'm sorry. I stole a moon rock from the Smithsonian, from the Air and Space Museum. No, that wouldn't. Thomas Jefferson.
The Air and Space Museum has one, but not every moon rock belongs to the institution founded by James Smithson.
Thomas, the National Archives? Probably not. That would
A
be
division, certainly.
the Library of Congress's
Yay! Woo!
moon rock. I stole the Library of Congress's moon rock.
Well, if you're really sorry, you'll show us by getting down and doing 10 thigh squeezes and 100 push-ups. Come on.
Okay. All right.
And we know you were inspired by someone else. That's the only reason we're forgiving you.
Well, it's only because I'm so sorry to my personal trainer, who just happens to be Richard Simmons, but not Richard's, Billy Blanks as well.
The pretenders, all of them.
Oh geez, and the most personal trainer of all, a Wii Fit instructor.
A Wii Fit instructors only work 9 to 5.
Geez, I just have so many. And also, of course, my Peloton advisor.
Yeah, so where were you two going to hide it? On Golden Pond?
And
Hey, excuse me. Oh, this is weird. I got to find my wife.
I think that
That
might
was
have
just
been.
a horrible. That was a horrible clue.
I don't know.
Is that?
No one.
No, that's completely fair because is it possible it was Jane Fonda?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So go ahead, sir. Did you have
I
to tell us something?
apologize to Jane Fonda and everyone because in my fit of exercise inspiration, I stole a moon rock from the Library of Congress, not realizing I was stealing, of course.
Wow.
Oh, all right. Yes, with a face like that, we have to forgive you.
Well, that's kind. That's kind.
All right. Now keep
And thank you.
That was, oh, I got to get rid of this. So,
What do we think?
That was amazing, but I didn't understand the clue.
What was the clue? How did you
He-
get Jane
he was-
Fonda, Sam?
It was because you were exercise. I was trying to think of like people who were like you kept saying like various exercising things, and I was like, wait, and then but then there was something right before Michael popped on that made me think Jane Fonda, and then Michael popped on, and I was like, wait, Jane Fonda, like I was trying to think, who was Jane Fonda married to? I was trying to.
Ted
What was the
Turner,
clue?
Couple of people.
Roger Vadim.
It was right. It was right before.
Was married to Ted Turner for a while.
It was right before
On Golden Pond.
Peter
on
said
Golden Pond. That was it. Yeah.
so you see my obscure, like way too old guy reference there was, Ted Turner did all that, all those wonderful classic black and white movies he colorized for Turner Broadcast.
Right?
Yeah, that was really esoteric,
Did you colorize yourself? What?
obscure.
Yeah, I put a filter on that was like bad color, and it was one of those things where I get into trouble because I think, well, everybody will get this, right?
I mean, maybe subconsciously that is what prompted
That might
the
have been
final.
Lieutenant. I feel like if you'd like the idea, if you'd done like, if you'd done like, here's the black and white. If you'd been like, hi, I'm here to be a clue. I'm going to make the clue better. Now you'll get it.
Yeah, well, see, the thing is,
I wouldn't
you're
have
smarter than I am. So,
Was Jane Fonda in 9 to 5?
Yeah.
Yes.
I can't believe I forgot that. I love that movie. All right, I have to go back.
Amazing.
He was the
And
sort of
Dolly
square one.
Parton.
Oh.
I knew Dolly Parton. That's the only person I really think of.
And
Like,
Lily
right,
Tomlin.
And
Lily
Lily
Tomlin.
Tomlin.
Right. That's right. That is Jane Fonda.
To this
what-
day, I think that's one of the great comedies.
Yeah.
what was the name of the boss, the actor?
And songs.
Oh,
Dabney
Great
Coleman.
theme song.
Dabney
Dabney
Coleman.
Coleman. Thank you.
Right.
Still around.
Yeah, he was great.
Yeah.
Jane Fonda last year at Emma Willard School, they, like many other schools, had to have a virtual graduation for their high school seniors. And it's half a boarding school, so they have kids from all over the world, right? And the way they did their graduation was they streamed it, and so they had the kids with their families, surrounded by their families from all over the world, and they would shoot like every girl individually as they called their name. It was really very beautiful. Jane Fonda is a graduate of that school, and she was the keynote speaker.
Oh, cool.
And first of all, she's like 80 years old and she looks 50. I mean, she is amazing. It is amazing
I'll bet.
what she looks like. And she got on and she was like, yeah, I know it's sad you don't have a graduation, but you know what? You are really not missing that much. It was no big deal. I could barely remember mine. It was, we had to wear the stupid dresses. It was not a big thing. And then she was like, and now like college, like, don't go to college, just skip college, go out in the world, make a difference. Whatever your cause is, just go like join, go be an activist. And so I'm not sure the parents were very happy with that. She was a pistol.
As we say.
Did RBG's like granddaughter also go to Emma Willard?
Who?
Ruth Bader Ginsburg, didn't her?
Yes, she
granddaughter-
graduated a couple of years ago, but she did in fact go to Emma Willard. And so did Kirsten Gillibrand.
Wow. I don't know of anybody famous that went to the school I went to.
You did, sweetie.
See that? See what you did there?
Among
That
the
was
people who
great.
went to my high school was Mariah Carey.
Wow.
And
Really?
Mark Merritt.
Pretty cool.
No, Mark Merritt and I went to junior high school together.
Oh.
The guy who played the best friend on the famous Jet Jackson on the Disney Channel years before I went to Gilderland, from what I heard, at that time went to Gilderland. So
Jack Wagner is from Washington, Missouri.
I take it back.
Jack
Rod Serling.
Wagner.
Rod Serling.
yeah, yeah.
But anyway,
Right.
Sterling went to your high school?
Yeah.
yeah, took one look around and said, I'm out of here.
He dated my aunt Madeline, in fact.
I
Yes,
feel
he-
like we should do a scene
Yeah.
about their first date.
Oh, yeah.
Rod Serling and
You should
Madeline
play your
Burns.
uncle.
You should play Rod Serling. Oh my God,
I
am
mean,
I
that's what I meant.
Madeline?
You should play Rod Sterling and you should play the aunt.
So, Rod, what do you plan to do after you graduate?
Imagine, if you will, a career in media.
Media.
Stories.
Story.
Stories developed for the television set.
Oh, well, the television.
Stories that alarm, frighten,
Oh.
and make not so subtle political comments all at the same time.
Oh, goodness.
Do you mind if I smoke?
Well, I don't. If you could blow it over there, please, Rod. That sounds very exciting. I plan to be a school teacher. And I'll let the children call me Miss Madeline.
Imagine you,
Yes.
at
Yes.
some point in the future, facing a classroom full of innocent children,
Yes.
but one of them fixes you with a stare that sends a chill down your spine
Why would the child do that?
because she controls the movements of all the other children.
Oh, Rod, go on. That's silly. Teachers control children.
Not in the nearly dark place.
Do you
That
mean?
that doesn't work. Not in the proximity of the end of day when the light is failing area.
Do you mean the last, like the 3 p.m. the last part of the school day?
Well, I'm thinking more of like 7, 8 o'clock when the sun is pretty much gone, but there's a sort of dusky dusk.
But the children go home before that.
Imagine, if you will, children who stay in school.
Oh. Well, one of the reasons I chose that career is because you get done at 3 o'clock. So I would rather not imagine that.
That's the unfortunate part of it. Madeline,
Yes, Rod.
would you like to ride the merry-go-round?
Merry-go-round.
This one.
Where did that come from? What is that music?
It's the merry-go-round of your imagination.
What is happening?
It means that you and I are going to ride in circles and yet travel to a different dimension.
No, Rod. My parents said I could have a banana split with you, and then I have to go home.
The hopes and dreams of many parents have been dashed on that merry-go-round.
No. I'm a good girl. I'm a good girl. I'm a good Irish Catholic girl.
I respect that. I'm going to bring you home.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Damn, I'll be a virgin forever. That was a terrible ending line. Terrible. Terrible. I don't know how to do Rod Serling. I just discovered that.
That was great.
I enjoyed it. Yeah.
Pretty much
Well-
figured out who it was right away.
Well,
Yeah,
because
it's
we
not-
said
it's
so.
not Next time, Michael, if you want to make him more obscure, try to colorize him.
Wait, he has jaundice. What?
Yeah, but-
Why?
You can just you can just do it with AI now. It's not even like they're like you can just like click a button and like you see all those photos things where they bring like the photo things that's it's colorized and like everyone's moving around and like
Oh, so I
Yeah.
saw this thing where they have this program that can insert product placements into old movies.
What?
Yes.
That's horrible.
Who
I mean,
would
they
do
have-
that?
That's just
They have the apps, right, that you can like now put your face into like those old movies and you can like Marilyn Monroe or you know what I'm talking
Huh.
about.
No.
yeah.
Like it looks shockingly real.
Deep fakes. Is that what you're talking about?
Maybe that's it. I don't know. But I've seen people like put their face on like to be
weird.
Kill Bill.
It makes me thirsty.
gives me a lot of energy right now to hear a story like that. I just
Ooh, the invisible lipstick.
Birds, bees.
Please, no, it's not working, is it?
It's invisible.
What?
Oh.
It's invisible.
Invisible lipstick. Burt's Bees.
mhm.
It makes your chapped lips. Makes the
This
chapping
conversation
invisible.
upsets me. It's making me blush.
I've never
Huh.
used Bert's Beefs before.
Bird's beefs.
Have to
It's
choose.
amazing how organically we've all just happened to have some gum as well.
Thank
Did
goodness.
we?
Thank goodness I've brought enough prescriptions for everybody.
Mm,
But is this real or did somebody put it in?
Oh, right.
yeah, that's the question.
Are we real? Or is this us in the future put into an old improv show?
Is it live or is it Memorex?
Ooh.
Remember that?
Michael, are you
I
really
bet a
wearing
lot
that
of
mask?
people don't.
Yes.
You're really wearing that mask, or is that AI right now?
I'm really wearing this mask because I'm Batman, damn it.
Is it snowing, Batman?
Yes,
But only underneath your chin, not above.
that's
It's more like
correct.
dandruff than snow.
That's my dandruff.
All right.
It's my bat dandruff.
Wait, so
That
is it AI? Not all tech is AI because I mean it's artificial, but it's not intelligent, right?
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
that's
it's
No,
specific.
it is. It's
it's
intelligent.
smarter than a lot of people.
I would think that the tracing of the shape of the face and having it go with like that's AI.
That's a good point. That is a good point.
I mean, they got
Is
the
it?
mask around his glasses.
Oh, and it gets bigger when I pop my eyes out.
Whoa.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, you're right, Mark. Intelligence really is just association anyway.
But like the backgrounds are not. The
That is shark doo 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 doo. Oh, sorry.
The backgrounds are definitely not intelligent.
no.
They don't know where my hair ends.
No.
I know where my hair ends.
I wonder if one of us might want to sing a song with Mark Merritt.
Hmm.
Sam should sing a
Oh, I'd
birthday
love-
song.
I'd love to.
All right.
Oh my.
Would you like a suggestion or should we just have you go because it's already suggested it's your birthday?
Oh my. A song about my own birthday?
It could happen.
It could. All right. I was born approximately 30 years ago. I have a birthday now, as everyone knows, and I don't know what happens from here on out. I am filled with lots of feelings, and 90% of them are doubts. It's my birthday, my 30th birthday. I've got a lot of conflicting feelings, but most of them are positive. My 30th birthday. My 30th birthday. I don't know what life looks like from here on out. I'm feeling a lot of things. I'm feeling a lot of life going like not knowing is not very different than pretty much everything that's happened before. So I guess I'll just live with that. That's kind of okay. When you're having your 30th or 31st or 32nd or really any age, when you're living life, it's mostly not knowing what will happen. So I'm okay with having my 30th birthday. Thank you for being part of my 30th birthday. Thank you for letting my 30th birthday be a part of this day. Thank you kindly. If it's your birthday too, happy birthday to you as well. Birthday.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yay.
Sam Gorenstein and Mark S. Merritt. Absolutely
That's
wonderful.
fun. Thank you.
Hey, you know, and that musical improv stuff, Mark has done several workshops for us, and we'll do several more, it is to be hoped. But tomorrow we have a guest. We have a guest masterclass leader. Lisa Lynn from Merry Old England is doing a masterclass tomorrow for us. And there's still time to buy a ticket, and it's cheap, so you should do it, because what Lisa does is, what's she call it?
Acapella.
Acapella, that's right. Acapella improvised stuff. And I understand that there's a lot of like, you know, using physicality and so forth. It's nothing to be afraid of. It's like, I think what she has in common with our very own Mr. Mark Merritt is she takes a lot of the terror out of singing and makes it accessible and fun and wonderful. So I highly recommend it for all. There was a commercial for a Mopco product, and how about that?
I will say, after that class I took with Mark, I was like singing for like a week. Just
Isn't it
every
amazing?
Mhm.
It is. I mean, I don't think Yuli thought it was amazing. I would sing every random thing.
I love that. Oh, come on. Yuli probably loved it. I bet he thought it was fantastic. Because those of you who don't know, Krisana's husband, Yuli, is one of the coolest people I ever met. And yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty great.
Yep.
He also
And
watched.
I met him back in the day when you actually met people by being in the same room or space. It's amazing.
What a time.
Remember
I saw
that?
Yoli once.
You know what happened to me this week? I'm working on a project. I had to do a video shoot, and I was like sort of interviewing these guys who work in Schenectady with the flowers in the flower planters and stuff, and they shovel the snow in the crosswalks and things for the Downtown Schenectady Improvement Corporation. And so I'm going to get some footage of these guys. And this guy, he goes, "Hey, I'm Eric," and he goes like this, and I just reflexively like shook his hand, and then I'm going, "Hey, what have I done?" I didn't do that out loud because I didn't want to make the guy feel bad, but it was truly amazing to me how it is just a reflex. And then I immediately was like, I have done something terrible. Yeah.
Do you find every once in a while when you watch TV and you see people interacting like normal people that it freaks you out they don't have a mask on?
I saw an old picture of a movie theater. I was like, and it was from the 1940s. And my first reaction was, where are the masks?
Yeah. Those people are all sitting right next to each other, laughing. And you might wonder, they're at home now. What about that? I mean, if you've been to the Mopco, it's a pretty small room, and we used to cram like 80 people in here on a sold out night. Well, we're not going to do that, not right away. But what we are going to do is start having the actors show up and broadcast shows just like this, except we won't necessarily be in these little tiny boxes here that you see us in. We'll be, like in a similar space with multiple cameras shooting stuff. So it'll be much more like an improv show used to was.
Mm.
And that starts, when does that start, you might wonder?
I wonder.
Tomorrow night.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow night. If you watch us regularly, you might notice that Walt and Jen aren't with us. Walt and Jen, when they're not under the brand of Mopco, when I first met them and we first met them, they were Pilates for Infidels. And under that guise, as an amazing improv duo, tomorrow night on this very stage I sit upon, they will perform not Knowledge Weekly, but Knowledge Strongly. The science show where the answers are all made up.
Where are they tonight?
I think they may actually be like,
Rehearsing?
no, I think they're trying to do something like Normal People.
Well, we'll
That was
put a stop
expression,
to
I-
that.
I
Yeah.
don't even know what that means.
No.
Never met a normal person in my life. Well, once in elementary school, I met someone who was very decidedly normal.
Really?
They were very adamant about it.
Really?
Yes, I was,
How bizarre.
yeah.
I've been looking all my life for that functional family by which all the dysfunctional families are, to which they are compared. Haven't found it yet, though.
Mhm.
Anybody here, any of us have a functional family growing up?
We function in our
normal
own
and
way.
Functional
Oh,
are different.
sure. Oh no, our family. Oh, it works perfectly.
Yes, mine too.
Every family functions in its own sort of family dynamic, and there's dynamics and dynamics.
Hi, Mom.
Michael, if you
Hi.
don't
Love you,
think
Mom.
this family is
Love you.
functional, let's go down to the basement and have a discussion.
See, both my parents are dead, so I can say my family was a train wreck.
Oh,
That's all there is to it. But
I don't know. Yeah. I just spent a few more days with my mom, and I was, and
Peter, I want to have your mom back on one of our shows.
love that. I would love that. I think she would love that too.
Maybe, do you think we could get Peter's mom and Kat's mom to do a scene together?
Oh. Mark, were you here on the Calling the Moms Day?
I was not.
See, you were remembering the activity that will not be spoken about day that we were reminiscing about during rehearsal or during warm up, that we are shame based about. But the next
That. Yeah.
party that we did, instead of that, we called our mothers, and that was lovely.
I actually didn't call my mother. I was staying at my mother's house. So what I'm going to do is get a better webcam down there so that we can see her, in vivid, fluid 2D. But I spent 4 days with her, and then we got tired of sharing a bathroom, and I came home.
Peter texted me the other night to let me know that mom was watching Gomer Pyle. I was very grateful for that. I needed to know
Bunch
that.
of Jim Neighbors.
Yeah.
I don't think Kat's mom would watch Jim Neighbors.
Not really up her alley.
Would she listen to Jim Neighbors sing?
That's a different story, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Very, very different.
My mother went to see Hamilton because she got a ticket.
It's usually how it works.
Yeah, it's a whole long story that's not that interesting, so I'm cutting out that part. Um, unlike my mother, who would tell you all about that part of the story, not important. She'd spent a couple of years hearing about it and being like, rap, not my thing, not interested. But she found herself there. And after seeing it, she said, it was really pretty good, was the direct quote.
My mother, I don't know if my mother knows Jim Neighbors, but she's a big fan of Jim Reeves.
Jim Reeves.
Jim Reeves. Very like croony, kind of romantic. No? No
Oh,
one?
yeah. No.
No.
I
You
was
give,
trying to act like I knew him.
Always big Elvis, also a big Elvis fan.
oh, is Jim Reeves a singer?
Yeah.
Jim Reeves.
Yeah.
Mark is now going to back Peter up, and they're going to do a Jim Reeves song. And of course, the song is Sneezing in an Elevator.
When I met you, I said, bless you. I didn't think I'd see you later. 'Cause when I met you, you were sneezing in an elevator. You looked so horrified. I didn't think that you'd be by my side. But when I lent you the hanky and said, keep it, darling, love from the 7th floor. When they opened up that sliding door, I knew I should bless you and bless the gods and the pollen, the dusts and the perfume that led us together in that tiny movie.
That's amazing. I can see my parents slow dancing right now.
Yeah.
In the living room.
They probably are.
Yeah.
Actually, right now, because there's like an 8 to 12 second delay. So
Right. Still
Okay.
dancing. Yeah.
yeah.
Guys, okay. It's down. It's over.
But you know, once you start slow dancing in the living room,
Dancing cheek to cheek.
yeah,
Nothing
things
like
take on
it.
a life of their own, as
They
we
do.
say.
You see your parents slow dancing in the living room, you gotta worry that you're gonna have another sibling.
At my age, I think I'm okay to not worry about that anymore.
I don't think any of us are at grave risk, really, of that. But you never know, do you? You never know. So, hey, gang, what's our next party activity?
Pictionary.
Oh, I like
Pictionary.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Hey, I'm going to ask some of our hundreds of thousands of fans who are watching at the moment, if somebody could type into the chat a phrase that might be good for Pictionary, and then we'll play. So I'm going to avidly watch the chat, waiting through the
It
delay.
It doesn't, by the way, have to be a real Pictionary phrase. It could be something someone said to you this week.
Yeah.
It could be a headline you read. It could be a piece of advice you wish you'd followed but never did.
Pretty much anything but the suggestion we already got from one of our favorite people in the world. Sorry, I pooped on my birthday cake. We're not going to use that one, Roger. But
Roger.
I did think that it was worth mentioning.
We could do something with that.
Oh.
Dictionary might be a lot, but
I think
I have some concerns about my birthday cake now.
no, your birthday cake is fine because we did not
Don't
use
eat the
that.
chocolate one.
Oh, stop it.
and just
I'm sure-
apologize afterwards.
I did not start this.
That's true.
Burns.
I didn't either. Roger did. Oops, I
think I might
outed it.
just
I
stick with the
said
ice
who it
cream now.
was. Oh, man. Okay, I am going, we've got it. We have the suggestion, and I am going to warn the players that it is the one thing I'm going to do, 6 words, and it's sort of a compound.
Why are you, what? Oh,
6 words is fine. We do that,
okay.
right?
I
And,
want to guess this because you're putting this up as extraordinarily difficult.
no, you're not going to guess it because it'll only take 30 seconds. And
I'm getting good ones. Kathy moves on tonight.
I want to consistently guess the Pictionaries in 1/10 the time it takes us to get this.
Yes, I think that's
Well-
the way we're doing it.
yeah, I think so. I think
All right,
so.
well, then
Let
I
me,
will mute myself.
So Michael, are you and I writing and everybody else is guessing? Is that how it's working?
well,
Hmm.
oh, I get to draw because I know what it is, and so do you. Is that what
Yeah.
you're saying?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. I never get to draw. That's fantastic.
I won't guess. I'm just
Okay.
going to, I'm
Oh, because you're just so good at it that you have to recuse yourself.
No, it's not that. Thanks,
Is it a
pal.
series of caterpillars
I'm
marching in
talking
a
to
line?
She was
Oh.
talking to Peter.
Oh, okay.
Pal.
I'm sorry.
no one would
Lengths of garden hose.
Went to
We're
the movie
starting.
today.
Okay.
I'm sorry I ate the cake. It's a nose. It's a cat.
It's eyeglasses. It's a frog.
Dog.
Frog. A frog. Cat frog.
Cat.
The tortoise.
Oh.
Lizard. Snail.
Okay.
Ant.
The
Grasshopper.
cat ate my homework.
Fly.
Oh, the cat and the bee.
Bee, wasp.
A cat, time out. Cat, that's in the, I guess it could be there. We'll put the other one there.
Oh,
The cat-
Bees. The bee. The
The
cat's
cat's
What?
pajamas, the
Listen,
bee's
bee.
knees.
bees.
Oh, Mark Merritt played Peter DeLucas's part.
Nice.
Oh.
What was it? I didn't hear it.
The cat's pajamas, the bee's knees.
Oh,
Mhm.
nice.
That was amazing.
That was
That was
amazing.
really amazing.
The beef
As soon as you
sneeze.
circle a bee's knee, it's all a foregone conclusion for me.
Yeah, that was probably.
That's like when a cow has
I forgot-
a sibling who has a
Mark,
daughter.
Mark, could you just let them think I'm a genius for a second, please?
Never.
what?
Never.
What were you saying? I want to hear what Maria was just going to say. What were you saying?
A beef sneeze.
Oh, a beef
Yeah, beef sneeze.
Mm.
That's
Beef sneeze would be a heifer.
Cow's sister's
a heifer. There were
daughter.
the Heffernan family lived down the street from me. So,
Did Madeline date any of them?
no.
Oh,
No.
Just,
Madeline ended up marrying Jim Case, and he was a lovely, lovely man. He was an engineer, and he built as a hobby. He built and played organs, like great big gigantic organs.
Wow.
livers and kidneys.
Intense, huh?
Yeah. No,
Did
he was.
you watch Twilight Zone?
Oh yeah, no, he was an audiophile and an engineer. So I loved him because so see, Mikey, there's a capacitor there, and you want to be careful because that's going to hold. So you got to get rid of the charge. Okay, so yeah, he was great. He was great. Yeah.
He refused to watch The Twilight Zone because of
Yes.
the long-standing jealousy.
No, that's certainly. It's it's all the skinny ties and everything. Now, actually, Jim was pretty cool, man. He had Peter. What was the Chevy with the the fins that went out like that,
59 and 60.
59 and 60,
59
convertible.
had eyes on the back, and 60s had 3 lights on either side.
I think it was 59 and red convertible. Amazing car. Yeah. He was a pretty cool guy. But yeah, I don't really know what he thought of Sterling, actually. He was probably fine with him. Yeah. Well, now, somebody stop me before I do a dead relative again.
I think we should draw again.
Yeah.
We should draw again.
Okay, Kat,
Yes.
I will, don't look. I will text it. I'll sit out. I'll get it and put it into chat. Oh,
Well,
Dave. All right. This is tough, but I'm going to go with this one.
That means I get to guess this time?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see how they do with this. I'm going to mess everybody up.
Who's drawing?
So I'm going to send, who's drawing?
I'll draw.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Yay, Mark.
And to Mark.
I think
Good luck,
Peter should
buddy.
draw since he's so good at guessing.
Oh,
You know,
I'm so bad at drawing.
Too bad.
Oh,
Too bad.
man.
You're in it. Yeah. Go ahead, pal.
Oh my God.
Hold on a second. So what do I have to do here? Under.
There we go. They've got it. And I will start it. And good luck, fellas.
Oh,
This
yeah,
will
oh
be the
you're
hardest-
starting the whiteboard?
Yeah, I'm going to start the whiteboard. I have to clear it, of course, because it'll still be.
Yeah.
Here we go. All right, this may be the hardest I've ever seen on this show.
How do I draw?
Under the view options, up at the top, you click annotate and a drawing toolbar comes up. Okay, let's see. First this
Who else
one.
is drawing with me? Michael?
No, I know what. No,
line,
Mark
Two
and Peter.
lines.
Road.
road,
Fork in the road.
hook, fishing hook,
Ooh.
crane,
Pulley,
Ooh.
hook,
uh,
drum.
That thing that Wile E. Coyote sets up a trap for the Roadrunner.
The sun. The crane is picking up one of those squishy toys.
Hatch, pull,
the
hook.
claw game at the
Uh,
arcade.
The claw game.
My drawings aren't staying anymore. They disappear right away.
Oh yeah, I
Um,
don't see it.
Seems to have frozen up on me.
Uh-oh.
How
I'm not-
strange. Oh my gosh, I don't know what to do for this.
Hold on.
We could just keep guessing 5
Yeah.
word phrases.
Oh,
Uh,
that's the wrong
Stuff with blue and
The
yellow.
sun plucked from the
Ooh.
sky.
Ice
Yes.
fishing can be dangerous.
Stand in this circle.
Can't draw.
If you get caught, confess.
My drawings aren't staying.
Oh, wait.
Dear-
Oh,
It's
Mark.
changed.
There it is. Now they're staying. Now they're
Okay.
Okay,
staying.
it's back.
Okay.
Oh,
Never confess, never apologize.
don't
Um,
stand in front of this weird curtain.
The
Uh,
crane.
Construction
crane.
takes crane.
rain is the P of angels. Jump in the water.
Top of the morning.
Throw a rock in the water. Throw it this
Jump.
way, then down.
Jump, dive.
Don't jump.
Don't.
Do not throw a rock.
Don't do it. No swimming.
People
stop.
who
No,
hoist.
No stone left.
Oh,
People who live in glass houses shouldn't throw stones.
We got one. We got one.
What was it? Hoist.
Hoist.
Hoist on your own petard.
ding, 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 ding.
Okay.
I
Ow.
can't make the drawing.
Wait, what is it?
Hoist on your own petard.
What is that?
That was
Here.
fantastic.
It means like you get strung up on your own rope.
You got it's
Caught
it,
by
like
your own.
I've
caught
been
by your own
bitten by
caught by your own trap. Like when Wile E. Coyote sets up a trap for the Roadrunner
Mhm.
and then gets caught in that very
This
same
is
trap.
something I have never heard in my life.
like one of
Really?
his favorite phrases. He loves to say this.
Hoist by your own.
Who likes to say that?
Yuli, that's like one of his favorites.
I feel like I've been asleep.
Low these many
I
years.
just woke up.
It's a phrase that is only said when it's said. Like none of those words.
Now I'm gonna
are
hear it
ever
everywhere,
said
right?
Like Old English, and none of those
It's
words are ever
so-
said except in that
That
phrase.
is so true.
Fascinating.
That is
But-
so true.
What is also interesting is that I always thought a petard was like a sword, like hoist by your own petard. I always thought meant like stabbed by your own knife, but it's
Here it is. It's here. It's here. It's a.
not what I thought it looked like either.
And it's part of an excellent article that I should definitely read.
See that?
Medieval
Yeah.
weapons. I thought this is not what I thought it was either.
I still don't know what I'm
I
looking
thought it was like a rope.
Is it like it
Uh,
squishes you?
What? How are you hoisted on that thing? Nobody's hoisting on that.
That doesn't look right to me either.
Well, hold on here. I mean,
Yeah.
I aim to please,
You know how we had a koala cam? Maybe we could have a petard cam.
we all go like whoop.
Like, I don't know if I want to see that. Small
Yeah.
block.
Okay. Look, I'm going to share I'm going to share the image page from, and it's really not very clear from looking at Google Images what the heck it is. I must say, I can't find.
I
I
should
lost.
draw it
us.
again.
Here we are. Here we are.
Now that I am looking at it, I don't know what the phrase means anymore. Now that I say
It's an explosive device that you used to put on a wall and it would blow up. But if you got caught in the explosion, you would be hoisted up,
Uh-huh.
blown
Oh.
up.
And actually, here, look.
Hoist up means blown up?
What?
No.
Look. So
Don't make me defend these people.
Shakespeare.
you see this,
It's
right?
a bomb that you stick on a wall.
Right.
Well, it can be. It can be. So presumably, hoist would be a slightly different meaning.
Do you see what it said at the bottom? It's from Hamlet.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's like
I knew that once.
you have your very own petard. It's not that you got
Maybe-
hoisted by
maybe
someone
we-
else's petard.
Maybe we can invent an equally antique sounding but maybe slightly more understandable thing, because somehow in the last several years, because of the Discovery Channel, people know what a trebuchet is. So
Yeah,
maybe you
they
say
do.
Can,
I
flung
don't.
by your own trebuchet.
I only know the font.
can you just put that back up one more second, please? I had
Sure.
just that image that
Yeah, happy to.
someone's got to notice you coming up to the wall with that, right? Like I can't imagine how do you that's not like, oh, I'm just carrying, who knows what this could be. It's
I'm just wondering if that guy's singing "Happy Birthday, Sam."
like how do you
This is
Sorry, I
part of the,
petarded on your birthday cake.
you guys know. You guys know what a siege engine, right? I think this is along the same lines. I mean, everybody knows what a siege engine
course.
is, right?
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Hmm.
my correction of what I thought it was wrong, right? It means blown up by your own bomb,
Yeah.
and it's from Hamlet, and he's talking about Polonius. That doesn't make any sense either.
Talking about
sure it-
Polonius?
Because Hamlet thinks Polonius is much smarter than Polonius really is.
You know,
I don't know.
when I started doing improv, I didn't know I had to go get a whole other master's degree.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can't keep up.
Well, you know what? It's true. Improvisers are generalists, right?
Mm.
Also, if
Are.
Polonius has taught me, or Hamlet has taught me nothing, it's never hide behind draperies.
Right?
Yeah,
That's like my
that's
favorite.
really important.
I never
That's
read
really-
Hamlet.
I feel like
You
I
haven't
feel
read
like-
Hamlet? You haven't seen Hamlet?
I fell
The-
asleep in the Ethan Hawke version.
Well, that wasn't very good
At the
version.
Angelica, I don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a
Um,
very good version.
No.
Well, then maybe for the education of Maria,
Yes.
the rest of us should do Hamlet in a minute.
Yes.
Okay, let's do
Yes.
Hamlet in a minute.
God.
Oh man. Well,
I mean,
let me
I
get out
know
of this.
so, yeah, like I know enough to like answer crossword clues about Hamlet.
Okay,
You know,
let's do it in a minute.
but okay.
Okay, we're gonna have to enter
gonna
and
watch.
exit, so we should all go. Here we go.
Oh, here I am. I'm really sad and mopey because my father just died. Oh, wait, I skipped. Ghost. Already we're wrong because that was, it starts with not Hamlet, but with what's his name?
This guy with the skull, great guy.
That's the end.
I'm the leader of Pride Rock now. Oh no, that's the Disney. That's
Hey
Disney.
kid, look, don't borrow money, don't lend money, okay? Because then if you're true to yourself, everything's cool. You're gonna be fine. Go to school, have a good time.
Okay, here's the deal. I think my uncle is killed my father and is screwing my mother,
Oh.
but I have to make sure that that's true because if, I can't take revenge on my uncle unless I'm sure that he killed my father. The ghost of my father told me that I can't just believe a ghost. He's a ghost, for goodness sake. So I have to.
I am a political subplot. We're going to hide behind these bushes and attack the castle. But this is the part that everybody cuts when they produce the play.
I'm off to a nunnery.
I'm gonna talk about how I murdered the king.
Okay.
Hamlet,
Now-
what's your mother's name?
Let's put on a play. That
I'm gonna
spoils
put on-
everything.
Yeah, I'm going to put on a play to see how my uncle reacts if I say this is what I think happened in a play to see. if
I am
people
an
know we found
actor.
out.
This is poison. I'm pouring it in the air.
This is what I think happened.
My uncle definitely looks guilty. Okay, now I'm ready to kill him. Oh, wait a second. He's praying. I can't kill him while he's praying because then he'll go to heaven. And what kind of revenge is that?
Is that the end?
What door? All sorts
Now
of
my
stuff.
mother.
I drowned.
Oh, I see my mother, and there's someone hiding behind the curtain. It must be my uncle. I'll get him. Oh, whoops! It was Polonius.
Oh.
But
How are Rosencrantz and Guildenstern? Alive? Dead?
Yeah, they're around.
Okay.
I don't know who's dead now, but someone else is
everybody.
dead. Oh, everybody's dead
Freaking buddy.
except for Horatio. Oh, yeah, we all die, and then Horatio's around, and he's like,
What the
This
hell
is
happened? What a shame.
idiots.
Yeah.
That's it. We got it. It was a little more than a
we
minute.
skipped a
but-
part. We skipped the part where he
Oh.
kills his uncle and his mother, right? He poisons
Basically,
them, right?
here's the thing about Hamlet. He spends a lot of time deciding whether he wants to live or die. When he decides he wants to live, he starts to kill everybody else, and then everybody else kills everybody else, and they all die.
What a mess.
Yeah,
Did Ophelia die? Did she get killed?
she
or did
drowns. She commits
He
suicide.
drowns. Yeah.
Okay. I
Yeah.
thought-
Because he
I'm sorry.
ditches- he's like, I'm too busy mourning my father and trying to figure out if my mother and my uncle did it to pay any attention to you.
Right.
And so she's like, oh, he doesn't love me anymore. I think I'll.
No,
I just
And,
wondered what the
oh
Simon and
my
Garfunkel song was about. Ophelia, I'm down on my, yeah.
No, that's not it. That's,
no.
I have to say that
And you know that
No, go ahead.
get thee to a nunnery does not mean go shelter with some nuns. No.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
He's
based
calling
on-
her a nasty thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to say that if we're talking about like summing up concisely, that Crisana wins for just wrapping up Ophelia in two incredibly short scenes.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, if I was directing this, I would say you got to cut it down
Yeah. Oh, everyone cuts
quite
down.
a bit.
But really, the part that everybody cuts is the invasionary, the expeditionary force that literally hide behind like bushes, sneaking up on Elsinore, the castle.
With petards?
Yeah, they probably did have
Yes.
potatoes. They probably did. Yeah. But nobody ever, but it's very rare that that makes it to the stage.
Mm.
I guess the general theory is that one hiding behind something is enough for a play.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mark is just the
He's
funniest
on
one of
tonight.
us. I have to say, he's just the funniest one of us.
He is.
That
He
can't
is a
possibly be
prime.
true.
He's
And
a
it's always
prime.
like, I just play the piano. Don't worry about me. Nonsense.
Pay no
No.
attention to the man behind the keys.
Yeah, he writes all our material, folks.
Because he's not going to be behind a curtain because he'd get stabbed.
That's right.
That's our dirty secret is I actually script every single one of our
That's
improv.
it. That's it. It's been a sham this whole time.
Tired
It's all
time.
me.
25 years of make-believe improv written by Mark S. Smith.
None of us are even here. This is just the fake, the deep fake or the deep face.
Yep.
Yeah, he's got AI.
We've all been AI'd into this scene.
Yeah. Hey, gang, it's just about that time. Tomorrow night, as you all know, it's Knowledge Strongly. And hey, guess what else? Mid-May, we're going to start hybrid classes happening in this space too. Small number of students, masks and distance and all that. But you can take the class at home with the Brady Bunch thing, or you can come to the theater and show off your newly vaccinated self to other people. So
And if you're watching this in real time or before our class on Saturday,
there you go.
get
There you
that
are.
class.
So I learned so much.
Mm.
I learned that Sam Gorenstein is basically, if Mark is the literary center of our company, Sam is the heart and soul of our company. I think
Aw.
that's
Yeah.
what it is. Yeah.
You're all heart and souls of every company.
Not like
Thank you. That sounded weird, but believe me, the intention of thank you. You're wonderful.
That's because you improvised that. If you had had Mark write that for you,
Mm.
it
Yeah, I know.
great.
Been much smoother.
That would have been amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
What else has been learned this evening, gang?
I learned about Wendy. Wendy. That is.
Windy.
I learned
And-
about petards.
More people know it's
Birds.
windy.
Mm.
I
Yep.
learned that we can say we're going to keep it short. We ain't gonna.
Never happened.
I learned that you can teach an old dog new tricks. I'm the dog. The trick is the petard.
I learned there's not enough romantic musicals that take place almost entirely on elevators or surrounding elevators or
Did
centered.
one once.
We did one. We did a
Yeah, we
spontaneous
did.
Broadway on an elevator.
That may have been my finest hour as a 15-minute set designer. I
That was
must
a very good set for that show.
Yep.
It's strange what we remember and what I remember and what I don't from Spobro.
Yep. Yep. So gang, it's that time. It's the time where we tell our audience how much we love them, and we're glad they shared the evening with us. And then we go like this, and we